My son was just 9 years old when he was diagnosed with cancer. And yeah, that just sent shockwaves through the family, as you can imagine. And he had to go through conventional therapies. He was forced to go through chemotherapy because here in Australia, if any child under the age of 16 gets diagnosed with cancer, then it's the law that they must undergo conventional therapies. The parents have absolutely no choice. They've got no choice in the matter. If they try to look at other alternative therapies, if they try to run, if they try to withhold treatment from their child, they are hunted down like common criminals. And we've actually seen this, and it's very, very unfortunate. They're hunted down and the child is made a ward of the state. They lose custody and the child is forced to undergo this barbaric and horrible treatment. A treatment that is proven not to be terribly successful. Like for my son, we're very fortunate. This happened 13 years ago and he turned 22 earlier this year, not without relapsing, not without having a second bout of cancer just before he turned 16. As a father, that was devastating to me, and especially as a father who has studied natural remedies, natural therapies. I studied herbalism back in the late 90s, and I've studied aromatherapy and aromatic medicine. And, you know, not being in control, not having the ability to say, no, this is not good. This is, no, we know the damage that is happening to our child. Like when Jesse first got cancer, you know, back when he was 9, his mother and I were just numb, and we used to sit in a room and people would be talking, and it was just like this noise washing over us. We didn't understand anything. We weren't capable of taking anything in. And then, you know, they would bring out all these information sheets on the protocol and on the cocktails of toxic chemicals that they were going to pump into our son, and all at the bottom of all these drugs that they were showing us was the warning that by taking this drug, the child had the potential to develop other types of cancer, because chemotherapy actually causes cancer. Chemotherapy is is a carcinogen, and as I said, statistics have shown that you're lucky to be surviving after chemotherapy after 5 years. In fact, there's like about a 2% survival rate after 5 years. Chemotherapy doesn't cure cancer. Chemotherapy doesn't actually help cancer. Chemotherapy doesn't remove the mother cells, the cancer stem cells, and as a result, that's why people who've had chemotherapy keeps on coming back, because they might have killed the tumor and they might have removed the daughter cells, but these cancer tumor cells are still circulating in the body. And that's why you should look at alternative methods when it comes to not only treating cancer, but your health in general. Like, I mean, you don't get cancer and then you get sick, right? There has to be something wrong in your system before cancer even develops. And if you take this holistic approach, if you understand this and you get healthy and you have a healthy diet and you restrict the amount of toxic influence in your body. So look, we live in a toxic world. We can't help that. There's traffic, there's jets flying overhead, dumping all sorts of gases and fuels and that sort of stuff on. So we can't live in this clean utopia. But there are things that we can do to reduce the toxic effects of our environment, and definitely the stuff that we put in our body. Like, we are just the foods that we put in, the GMOs, that we've got to eat real food. We've got to move away from processed foods. And our mindset, what goes on between our ears, is so important to our overall health. Our stress levels. See, there are so many different aspects, but we have been lied to. And I don't want to talk about conspiracy theories. I think people think a conspiracy, but we have been lied to. The alphabet agencies, the FDA, TGA, they're not there to protect us. No, the agencies that have been put there to protect our health are just taking kickbacks from pharmaceutical drug companies and everything else. Hey, Damien, how you doing, mate? We've got to move away from the lies and the fear. That's the other thing, is that the conventional medicine, or conventional medicine and doctors, it's not their fault. They haven't been trained in nutrition. They haven't been trained in the alternatives. But when people are diagnosed with cancer or these other serious diseases, they are faced with fear. People use, the doctors use fear tactics. If you don't do this, you will die. If you don't do this, your arm will fall off. It's fear. And we've got to move away from that. These things don't have to be a death sentence. They don't have to be a death sentence. All you've got to do is take control. Take control of your life. Start putting the right things into your body. Start having the right mindset, and start to reduce the toxic load, both mentally and emotionally, physically and spiritually. And you will start to heal yourself. And I encourage you to join the journey. I'm going to be sharing my journey with you because, as I said, my young son Jesse was diagnosed with cancer when he was 9. He's now 22. So my journey actually started before that. I actually studied herbalism before my son got ill, and so he was on a great diet. He was very fit. So all the general excuses, oh no, he must have been on a bad diet. No, he was on a very, very good diet because I'd studied nutrition. We lived out in the nice fresh air, in the country air. So, and he played a lot of sport. He was very, very fit. So all these things, he wasn't stereotypical. Okay. So my quest for answers started a long time ago. And I have since helped lots of other people who have had bad health issues, and not just cancer, just generally seriously chronic issues with their health. I've helped them overcome them as well. I'm here to help you as well. So I encourage you to come and join the journey. Hit the link above and below this video, enter your details, and I'll start sharing with you. And you'll be part of something very special. You'll have access to information that I won't be sharing generally. You'll have early access to the books and resources that we're going to be producing. So come along, start to heal yourself. You'll also have the opportunity to book yourself a complimentary natural health plan consultation with either myself or one of my team. So once again, your health is seriously in your hands. Don't believe the lies. Don't buy into the fear campaigns. You can control your health. You can turn things around. All you got to do is have a bit of discipline and follow some very, very simple guidelines. Okay, so hit that link above or below this video. I look forward to seeing you on the inside.